So I apologize for the delay, but I am here. And let's all grab a pair of weights. If you don't have weights, you may grab cans, 2 cans, or 2 bottles of water. And we're going to need a chair, a towel, and let's grab a chair without wheels. So my chair does not have wheels, so I'm pretty sure when I sit down on the chair, it won't go anywhere. And we need gliders, so we're going to use gliders today. If you don't have gliders, you may grab a paper plate. Yes, paper plate. So let's make sure we grab our towels, and we're only going to use a towel just in case if we have like any sensitivity in the knee. So let's grab those. I'll wait a couple of more seconds because I was late. I do apologize. It's one of those days. I blame the weather. There's no sun out, so I wasn't too ready to get up so quick. Okay. Everybody's ready? I'm assuming everybody is ready. Okay, so let's get the party started. Pilates happy hour. Let me adjust this camera angle so you're able to see me. Can you see me? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So now we are going to begin standing on our feet. So now let's place both of our feet under our hips. Okay, hip width, hip width. And now let's just enjoy this length. Let's take a deep inhale and deep exhale. Deep inhale. Act as if you're being pulled from the crown of your head. You're just growing nice and tall. And exhale. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Good. So now let's extend our legs out. Let's say shoulder width. Shoulder width. Now we're going to bend slightly at the knee. And we're going to begin some pelvic movement. So we are going to send the pelvis forward. And now we're going to send the pelvis back. And then we give you a side view, sending the pelvis forward and sending it back. Sending it forward. And now send it back. And send it forward. And now send it back. And now we are going to send the pelvis to the side. And then other side. And then side. And now other side. And now side. And now other side. And now side. And now other side. And now let's draw a circle. So we are going to wind the hip up. Nice and slow. We just want to appreciate the pelvic movement that we have. And let's go for 2 more. 1 more. And now let's reverse our circle. There you go. And let's go for 2 more. 1 more. And good. And we're going to bring the pelvis back into center. And we're going to straighten out those knees, but do not hyperextend the knee. We want the knee to be at that neutral, remain at that neutral position. And now we're going to stand nice and tall. And now let's turn over to the side, or if whatever you're at, if it's good, we're going to go into a standing roll down. So I'm going to turn over because my mat is laid out this way. And we're going to take a deep inhale, growing nice and tall. Exhale, begin to nod the head forward. As you nod the head forward, your thoracic spine is going into that flexion. And we're going to roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. So if you do not have availability at the hamstrings, you may bend at the knee as you continue to roll down all the way down to the floor. And we are going to walk our hands. As soon as our hands touches the ground, we're going to walk it out, walk it up, walk it up, walk it up, walk it up, walk it up. And today's week challenge was the plank. So we are going to hold the plank here just to warm up. And I love planks. Taking a deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale. So right here, I want you to find the length through your spine. So we're sending energy from the crown of our head and towards the bottoms of our feet as we hold this plank, warming up the arms, the core, the legs, the entire body. And let's go for one more deep inhale. And exhale, let's lower both knees down. And let me adjust this camera angle right there. Bam, bam. So now, we are going to go into a long sit position, sitting nice and tall. We're sitting on our sits bones. We're sending energy from the crown of our head. The shoulders are nice and relaxed. Taking a deep inhale, we're going to begin going down on the roll down. And exhale, let's begin rolling back from the sits bones, going down one vertebrae at a time. Taking your time, enjoying yourself and your segmental movements. Going down as slow as you possibly can. And as soon as your entire back touches the ground, you're going to lift the arms towards the ceiling. And now we're going to we're going to bend at our knees and we're going to place those heels close to the sits bones. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go into a dead bug. So we are going to lift the leg into tabletop. And now we're going to lower. And now let's lift the right leg into tabletop. And now let's lower. And now let's lift the other leg. And lower. And let's go for one more leg lift. And lower. And now we're going to lift the right leg into tabletop. Now left leg into tabletop. And now let's extend our arms a bit outwards. You may place it out into a T position, or you may keep it at a V. And we are going to bend both legs. We're going to send both legs to the side, rotating through the spine. And we are going to bring both legs back into center. Now we're going to drop both legs out to the, let's drop both legs out to the left. There you go, better. And now let's bring it back into center. And now let's drop both legs down to the right. And bring it back into center. And now let's drop both legs out to the left. And now bring it back into center. And now let's drop both legs to the right. As we drop both legs to the right, we're going to hold it here. And now we're going to extend both legs out straight. And now bend back into tabletop. And we are going to bring both legs back into center. Now let's drop both legs to the left side. Right there. And now we are going to extend both legs out. And now bring both legs back into tabletop. And now we're going to draw both legs back into center. And let's go for one more. Dropping both legs out to the side, extending both legs out, bringing it down into tabletop. And let's go back into center. And now dropping both legs to the left, extending both legs out, and bending it back into that tabletop position. And we are going to bring the legs back into center. So now we are going to lower one leg down at a time. And now let's place our hands right by the sides of our body. And now let's lift the pelvis up on a flat back bridge to So we are going to lift the pelvis up, and now we're going to hold it here. So I want you to make sure all the weight is on the backs of your shoulders, okay? And you're lengthening through the crown of the head towards the knee, and we're not over clenching the glute muscles. You may use your hands to palpate the glute to make sure you're not clenching. It's up to you. But we want to make sure our neck is free from tension. And now we are going to lower down by hinging at that hip joint. And now we are going to lift. And now we're going to lower. And now let's lift. And now let's 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 lower. And now let's go into an articulating bridge. So if you do not perform any flexion into the spine, you may continue on with the flat back variation. And we're sending energy, constant energy. We're in that neutral optimal spine position. We still have that space between that low back. Taking a deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to send the sits bones towards the back of the knees, rolling through the pelvis, sending the sits bones all the way up to the back of the knees. And remember, we're not over clenching the glute muscles, so we're lengthening through the front side of our bodies. And now let's melt, setting down the sternum, mid, and low back, going down one vertebrae at a time. And let's articulate back up, sending the sits bones towards the back of the knees. Deep inhale. Exhale. Let's soften through the sternum, mid, low back. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Roll through the pelvis, sending the sits bones towards the back of the knees. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Soften through the sternum, mid, low back. I like that. Low back, and let's go for another one, the last one, sending the sits bones towards the back of the knees, going up one vertebrae, taking a deep inhale, exhale, softening through the sternum, the mid, and low back, and good. So now let's go for a typewriter bridge. So for those who don't know what a typewriter bridge is, or a typewriter, you're going to find out. We all learn something new every day. So now, let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, let's roll through the pelvis, sending the sits bones towards the back of the knees, right here. And we're going to hold it here. So now, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, we are going to shift the pelvis to the right. And now we are going to shift the pelvis back into center. And now let's shift the pelvis to the left. Now shift the pelvis back into center. And now we are going to lower down one vertebrae, just one. And now we are going to shift the pelvis to the right. And now shift it back into center. And now shift the pelvis to the left. Shift it back into center. And now we are going to lower down another vertebrae. And now we are going to shift the pelvis to the right, back to center. Shift it to the left, back to center, and lower down another vertebrae. And now we are going to shift the pelvis to the right, back to center. Shift it to the left, back to center, and we are going to lower all the way down. So the movement with the pelvis is small. It's small, but we're shifting that pelvis to the left and right, making sure that the pelvis does not tilt to the side. And let's go for another one, taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Let's roll through the pelvis, taking the sits bones towards the back of the knees. So I changed my position, so hopefully you'll be able to see my pelvic movement. So now I'm going to shift my pelvis to the left, and now shift it back into center. Shift it to the right, back to center, and now I'm going to lower down one vertebrae. And now I'm going to shift the pelvis to the left, back to center, shift it to the right, back to center, and I'm going to lower down another vertebrae. And now I'm going to shift my pelvis to the left, back to center, shift it to the right, back to center, and I'm going to lower all the way down. And now I'm going to place both of my feet and my legs together. I'm going to have my arms extended out into a T position, and I'm going to drop both legs to the right as my gaze goes into my left. Taking a deep inhale. Can everybody see me here? And exhale. You're going to lift both legs back into center, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, now let's drop both legs to the left as your gaze goes into the right. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, let's bring our legs back into center. Good, so now let's warm up the core and let's get this party started. Always have to warm up the spine before any movement. So now we're going to interlock our fingertips and we're going to place it right behind the head. And we want to make sure that the shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're lengthening through the crown of the head. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Let's lift the chest, sending the sternum down to the pubic bone, going down, going up for a chest lift. Deep inhale and exhale. Release. Deep inhale. Exhale to lift the chest. And let's lower. And let's lift. 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 And let's lower. And one more. And let's lift. And let's hold. And now we are going to place the right leg into the tabletop. Now left leg into tabletop. And now we are going to circle the arms around to the knees. And now we're going to place the left hand onto the right knee and right hand onto the right ankle. We're going to draw that leg in, going past that 90 degree. And we are going to extend that left leg out. And we're going to perform your favorite single leg stretch. And we are going to switch. So now that right hand goes onto the left knee and the left hand goes onto the left ankle. And let's switch. 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 And bring both legs back in. You like the sound effect? As you go faster, everything sounds squeakier. So when we're going faster, when we're picking up the tempo, I'm going to squeak my voice in purpose. And let's inhale to extend both legs out. Arms go up towards the ceiling. Arms circle around as the knee comes back into the chest. And inhale to extend out. Arms circle around as the knee comes back into the chest. And let's go for a few more here. Extend, in. 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 And now, keeping the chest lifted, keeping the chest lifted. Now, let's place both hands out to the side. Both legs go up towards the ceiling. And now we're going to lower one. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. and switch, 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 and switch. And now, let's extend both legs back up towards the ceiling. And now, if you feel any tension in your neck, you may lower the head down. Otherwise, let's keep the chest lifted, and let's lower, and lift, lower, and lift. So the key emphasis on this movement is to make sure that the lower rib does not lift off the mat. And let's go for 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And now we are going to bring the legs in. And now we are going to extend the right leg out, left leg into that more than 90-degree position. And now we are going to rotate the thoracic and crisscross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we are going to draw both legs back in, and we are going to lower one leg down, and now the other. And now, if you have your weights near, we are going to grab the weights. So let's grab our weights, or if you're using cans, you may grab your can or bottle of water. So now we are on our back, and we're going to go for a supine dumbbell combo press. So we are going to have the elbow onto the ground, and that wrist is right on top of the elbow. And we are going to extend both arms up towards the ceiling. And now let's perform a dumbbell press. So we're going to lower one leg. We're going to lower one hand down while the other remains towards the ceiling. And we're going to lift, and we're going to go for 5 before we switch arms. 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are going to lower both arms down and back up. 1, lowering both down and back up. 2, lowering both down, back up. 3, 4, 5. Now both arms remain up towards the ceiling, and let's go for another set. And let's lift and lower the right arm for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we are lowering both arms. 1, and lower. 2, lower, lift. 3, 4, 5. And now let's go for the last set. So we're lowering down the right for 5 and lift for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are going to lower both. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we are going to lower both arms down, place both of the weights down onto the floor. And now we are going to place the legs back into the tabletop. And now we are going to go back into that chest lift. The gaze goes between the thighs. And now we're going to go for 100. So let's pump breathe in for 5. Out for 5. 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 And now we are going to lower both legs down. And now we are going to flip it like a rotisserie chicken. And now let's go into a quadruped position. So now we are going to grab, where is the towel? So now we are going to grab the towel. For those who have sensitive knees for today, you may fold the towel and you may go into that quadruped position. And now we're going to go into that quadruped position so that our wrist is under our elbow and our elbow is under our shoulder. And we're going to work with the left. So we're going to place that towel under the right leg. And we're going to begin with some fire hydrants. So we are going to keep that leg into that 90-degree position, and we're going to laterally extend the leg out. And we are going to draw the leg back in. And let's go for 10, 9, 8, 6, 7, 6, yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not done here. So now let's extend that left leg out. The toe is touching the floor. And now we are going to lift and lower the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we are going to hover that leg. We're going to keep that leg straight. We're going to hover that leg. So we want to make sure that we're sending our inner thigh towards the ceiling. And we are going to curl and extend. Curl, bringing that foot into dorsiflexion. Extend. Foot goes into pointer flexion. And let's go for 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And we're going to hold it here, hold it here, hold it here. And now we're going to pulse the leg up and down. And let's hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's draw circles. So we want to make sure we're lengthening through the leg. And let's go for 3, 2 more, 1 more. And now let's reverse. And let's go for 3, 2, and 1. And now we are going to rest that wonderful leg. And now the towel goes under the left leg. So let me switch sides so you're able to see me. So now we are going to perform fire hydrants with the right leg. And let's lift 1 and lower, 2, lower, 3, lower, 4, lower, 5, lower, 6, lower, 7, lower, 8, lower, 9, lower, and 10. Whee! And now let's extend that right leg out, toe touching the ground, lengthening through the leg, and we're going to lift and lower, 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 lift and hold. And now let's send that inner thigh towards the ceiling as we bend, going into that dorsiflexion, and extend, going into that pointer flexion. Bend, dorsi, extend, pointer. And let's go for 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and let's extend out. And now let's pulse the leg up and down, and let's pulse. 1, 2, 3. There you go. How do we feel? How do we feel? Booty boot camp. And hold it right here. And now let's draw beautiful circles that make Picasso jealous. Circling the leg. There you go. Making sure we keep that length. Woo! Going for 2 more in this direction. And now let's reverse. Woo! Going for 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. And now we are going to bring that leg in. And now let's remove the towel. And now let's go into a quadruped plank. So let's lift the knees off the ground. But first, let's make sure our toes are tucked, right? So we have our toes tucked. Can everybody see me? There you go. And now let's lift. And now let's hold. So now you're sending energy towards the crown of the head, making sure that the head is aligned with the spine, that shoulder is not sagging down, and you're not over protracting, but you're at that neutral position. Yes. Taking deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale, and let's lower. Woo, nice. So now, let's grab our gliders, and if you don't have gliders, grab your paper plates. So now, let me move this out the way so everybody can see me. Okay, so now, let's begin by placing the balls of our foot onto the center of the glider or onto the paper plate. And we want to make sure that we're on a movable surface, right? We're able to glide. There you go. So now, let's all go into that plank position. And we're going to hold it right here. And we are going to go for some inverted V's. And we are going to pipe the hips up and extend out. Piping the hips up and extending out. Piping the hips up and extending out. Going for 2 more. 1 more. And let's extend out. So now we are going to tuck the knees in, but keeping them elevated off the ground for a jackrabbit, and extend out for 1. And out. 2. Back in. And out. 3. And out. 4. And out. 5. And if you like hot sauce, you are going to lift 1 leg, and you're going to draw it in. And 1 leg is on the glider, and you're going to extend, and you're going to draw it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now let's switch legs. So the other leg bends in and extend. Other leg kicks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we are going to lower both knees down. And let's go for that beautiful child's pose. Woo! Is it just me or is it getting hot in here? It's hot. And now we are going to come up into a roll up, stacking up, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And now let's come off of that position. And now we are going to grab our chair. We're going to place our blankets to the side. And we are going to grab a chair. Our chair without wheels. Right there. And now, we place it under the legs. There you go. So now we're going to finish with eccentric squats. So this is functional movement. Movement we must need in order to remain independent. So we're going to practice our squats, where we're going to perform the squats very slow. So we're working on the eccentric contraction of our squats. We are going to extend our arms out, hands shoulder height, and we are going to lower down, lower down, lower down. Taking your time, making sure we dissociate from that hip joint. And now let's lift. Keeping that connectivity of the ribs and pelvis. So we want to make sure we're using more of that hip joint than our knees. There you go. So the knees work less and the hips work more. And let's lift. There you go. And let's lower. Keeping those arms nice and out. Long, 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 long. Woo! There you go. I almost rushed that one. Take your time, take your time, take your time. And let's lower. Woo! Nice, 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 nice. And let's come back up. Now let's lower down in a 10-second count. So let's all do it together. So we're going to lower down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's lift in a 10-second count. And let's lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thrust. And now, let's grab our weights. Let's grab our weights if you have your weights. I'm going to turn the chair over. So we're sitting nice and tall on the chair. And we're going to go for some lateral raise with resting circles. My favorite, my favorite. And let's lift. 1. Hello. And let's go for 9 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we are going to lower the weights down onto the floor, and we're going to perform some resting circles. So we're still sitting nice and tall. We're on our sit bones, sitting nice and tall as if we're in a job interview. And now let's circle the arms around for our break. And circling 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now going back into those eccentric squats. So now we are going to come up in a 5-second count and lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and thrust. And now let's lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's lift. That's 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now let's grab our weight one more time. Going back into that lateral raise. And we are going to lift, lower, 1, and lower, 2. Shoulders are nice and relaxed, and lower, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And now we are going to lower the weights down, going back into those resting circles. And we are going to circle it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still sitting nice and tall. 6. On our sits bones. 8, 9, 10. And let's reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's rest it out. And now let's place the weights back out so we can have it out of our way. And now we're still sitting nice and tall. So we're going to place the left sits bones towards the middle of your chair. And now let's extend that right leg out. Extending that right leg out, you're going to send energy towards that right foot. And now you're going to extend the right hand overhead. Shoulders are nice and relaxed, okay? And we're still sending energy towards our fingertips. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to go into that lateral flexion, opening up the rib cage. And now you are going to stack up the spine gracefully, one vertebrae at a time. And now the arms go into that horizontal position. And now we're going back into that beautiful mermaid. Side bending, going into that lateral flexion, making sure we have that beautiful space between the ears and the shoulder. And we are going to lift. And we are going to lower one more. And now let's stack up one vertebrae up at a time. And now we have two sides, ladies and gents. So let's perform the other side. Let's go to the other side right there. So now my right sits bones is at the middle of the chair, right? Stacking up the spine nice and tall, sending that left arm towards the ceiling. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. And now let's go into that lateral flexion. Stretching, sending energy towards the fingertips. And now let's stack up one vertebrae up at a time. Both arms go horizontal. And now let's go back into that lateral flexion. There you go. And now let's stack up one vertebrae up at a time. Good. And let's go for one more. Going into that lateral flexion. Flex, 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 sending energy towards the fingertips. And now let's stack up one vertebrae up at a time. And now, let's bring both legs back into center. And now let's extend both legs out. Let's place our legs shoulder width height. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale, let's lift our arms out to the side. And now, taking a deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to rotate to the right. Deep inhale. Exhale, rotate back to center. Deep inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left. Deep inhale. Exhale, rotate back into center. Deep inhale. Exhale, rotate to the right. Deep inhale. Exhale, rotate back into center. Deep inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left. Deep inhale. Exhale, rotate back into center. Good. So now let's come into a standing position. And let's move the chair out the way. There you go. So now we are going to sit nice and tall, sending energy towards the crown of the head and towards the bottoms of the feet. Standing nice and tall, nice and tall. We are going to roll the shoulders forward. There you go. And now we are going to roll the shoulders back. And now we are going to slight bend at the knee, hinge at the hip, keeping that chest extended. We don't want to go back into flexion. We want to extend the chest out. And we are going to shake, 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 shake that coronavirus away. And ladies and gents, congratulations, you made it. And we are done with the class. So let me, just to cap everything off, we do have a class tomorrow. Maria Elena, she's teaching tomorrow. So hopefully you can join her class. She's amazing, the firecracker. And we also have Zoom classes starting next week. So if you would like to join, you're more than welcome to. It's an amazing experience. We're able to see you now, and we can see your form, and we could correct your movements, and we could dedicate to your needs more specifically, which is a great thing. So we could stay on that good path of movement, right? So we want to make sure we're moving the right way. So I'm so happy that you were able to join the class with me, and that's about it. And that is Pilates Happy Hour. And I hope you enjoy yourself and stay out of trouble and virus free. Have a good one, people. Later.